All right. Am I on? I think I'm on. Let's take a look here. So I just got back from Virginia Beach. I have a friend in Virginia Beach. You know, friend, right? Kind of friend you go over for a week, and you know. So I come back and I have two whole bags of fan mail and freaking packages. So I figure I'll open these and you know, we can all wait for the boom together. so let's. I'm gonna start with this. This one's pretty darn heavy. Oh, by the way, you want to see something interesting? You know what? Let me light this thing first. So, funny thing. So, you guys know last night here. Let me put this on my whiteboard. So, you know, last night I did a video about you know, the Israeli tank versus Rafa art, why this is bad. And you know, one of the reasons why this is bad is that yeah, I don't know if you guys remember there was a dude who was walking toward like a Palestinian flag out in the middle of a field, and he kicks it, and he gets blown up. Right? Not a good outcome. You know, if you didn't put it there, don't touch it. Right? So I made a video, and another thing is that some people said to me like, "How is Israel running over this this sign? How is Israel running over you know, this sign in Gaza? You know, how is that? Oh, this sign right here. How is Israel running over this sign in Gaza? Like a violation of international law or a violation of their purity of arms?" So it's. You're not supposed to destroy anything more than you have to destroy, number one. And number two, you don't know if somebody put an IED, an explosive device, behind that sign. So, I don't know what happened to my whiteboard thing. I wrote something up here. So, what happened to my whiteboard tool? Oh, it's VLC. No, not that. Oh, wait. I got it. You see, I should do all this stuff before I actually come online. Anyway. So, if you notice my video, let me put this whiteboard back up again. In my video, it got demonetized for ad suitability. So I made a video about why, you know, some people were like, how is this different than when the U.S. tore down that statue of Saddam Hussein? And it's different because Iraqis were attacking the statue with sledgehammers. They were trying to pull it down. And if that statue fell on somebody, that was going to be bad. That was going to be like really freaking bad. So I made a video about that, and freaking YouTube, they demonetize it. And it's like, what the heck? You see that ad suitability right there? So, I don't know, I'm still waiting on that to get, I appealed it. I'm still waiting on it to get looked at. But I got my box cutter knife. Take a look at some of the stuff you guys sent. So, that way you can wait. We can wait for the boom together. Let's wait for the boom together. You know what? I left my ashtray over there. I'm going to have to ash in a cup or something. Let's take a look at what we got. Oh, wow. Look at this. Someone sent me a bunch of styrofoam peanuts. Awesome. This is a... Oh, what? Oh, man. I don't know. This is heavy. It's big and it's heavy and there's styrofoam. Someone sent me a cast iron skillet. Okay, this is not something I was expecting. Cigars, yes. Is there a letter in here? No, it's just a cast iron skillet with a bunch of styrofoam peanuts. Is it Lodge? What brand is this? 6GA? All right, well, thank you, whoever sent that. Charles Collin. Charles. Well, thank you, Charles, for the cast iron skillet. I really appreciate that. I was kind of hoping for some kind of context, but I thank you for the cast iron skillet. I will definitely try using that. All right, let's take a look at some of these other items in here. All right, Amazon box. You know, I said, oh wait, is this a letter? All right. Oh God. All right, Charles, Ryan, I've seen you cook a few things. I would like to give you an antique. Ooh. Don't spend a lot of money on me. An antique American iron skillet. I buy, sell, and collect and restore cast iron cookware. Started as a hobby 10 years ago when I lost my job. I've put full effort into it, and I have been supporting myself for the past 8 years. Wow. This is a number 8 Birmingham Stove and Range Company Red Mountain Series skillet. It is about 100 years old and probably made in the 1920s and 1940s. It measures 10 by 5'8" and is one of the heaviest models of any company at the time. Thought you might like to try to blacken your salmon next time. You can get this pan screaming hot and it won't warp or damage any Teflon coating. Just make sure you open a window because it'll smoke a lot. I personally stripped and reseasoned this pan several times. It's perfectly safe to use on glass, just don't drop it. I love your no BS approach to videos. Oh, wow. Please enjoy the skillet. If not, then please pass it to someone else. Charles, thank you for that. Now that I see the letter, this has a lot more context. Wow. 100 years old, this skillet. Yeah, the funny thing is that people have sent me guns. Like I once opened up a package and there was the upper of an AR-15 in the package, like the upper receiver, and I was like, whoa, okay, putting that back there. And then I was like, what the heck do I do with this thing? Like I can't send it back. In Maryland, where I live in Maryland. For your AR-15s, you have to have what's called an H-bar, a heavy barrel, if you're running 5.56. So I'm like, is this legal? Is this not legal? Is it only legal if you mate it, if you put it onto an upper receiver? I don't know. That's a weird thing about gun laws, man. Like, you know, it's a judge that kind of decides whether it was legal, right? Okay, so this box right here, this is from Amazon. I think I got a record? Aja from Steely Dan. That man cave, chair, and cigar are all too cool for anything else. You know what's crazy is that I don't have a record player. So this is the Steely Dan record that was just sent to me. Maybe I'll put that up as a decoration. So this was from Norm. Well, thank you, Norm. I appreciate the record. All right, one more here. One more big one. All right, we're gonna see. I have styrofoam peanuts all over the floor. All right, so this one. Might be Ukrainian flag. No, all right, Swedish flag. Swedish flag for my Gryffindor over there. in a box. All right, waiting for the boom, waiting for the boom, waiting for the boom. All right, so this, I don't know what this is. I don't know, does anybody know what this is? Swedish? This is a pin of some kind. Maybe it's the kind of pin that goes on a beret. If you guys send me stuff, like kind of let me know. Someone just asked me, do I have any Albanian patches? I do not have any Albanian patches. No, no, there's no letter. There's no letter in here explaining what this is, so. I'm going to have to. So typically what I would do is I would take a picture of this and I would use Google reverse image search. So that's something for me to do. You know what? I could probably do it now. Let me try doing it now. I'll do it with everybody on here, right? Someone said, do I have a Geiger counter? Maybe test the presence. I do not have a Geiger counter. It would be kind of neat to get one, but I've often said, like, if Russia wanted to kill me, they could just send me a package of cigars with polonium in them, and I would probably, oh, someone just said, for Sweden, possibly Vår sovereign i tiden for Sweden with the times, the king's motto. All right, well, thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. That just happened in chat, so thank you for Sweden. All right, what else we got here? We got, I hope you guys aren't doing anything today because we got a lot of mail. All right, this one is from Latvia. Where's Latvia at? Oh, I have Latvia. All right, Latvia. Oh, this must be a cyber patch. That's sweet. That's a nice. Yeah. All right, Latvia. All right, Latvia. So I'm running out of room, but if you do send me something, let me know what the unit is. Again, I'm gonna have to use Google reverse image search and research this. But my assumption is that this is a cyber patch. That's pretty freaking cool. Thank you, Latvia. I'll have to throw that. Yeah, any Dutch patches yet? So, no Dutch patches yet. Let's see what else we got here. So, this is from Hawaii. That skillet was pretty cool. Would you love to see a Portugal patch day? Oh, all right. So I got a new coin. This is fulfilling our nation's promise, never forgotten. So I guess it's some POW MIA organization. POW Accountability Agency. Oh, okay. So I'm a retired Air Force intel guy. This is from Terry. I'm a retired Air Force intel guy. I love watching your videos. Just wanted to send you a patch and coin from my agency. I'm about to retire from the DPAA, so I guess the Defense POW MIA Accountability Agency. And then I'm going to move to Thailand. So if you're ever out my way, give me a yell. My last few assignments, I was in MI brigades. So, ready for war, airborne. Thank you, Terry. Yeah, I didn't really realize what that really meant. And I know that that agency, the POW MIA agency, they'll like go to Vietnam and they'll look over old battlefields because they try to bring every single American serviceman home. That's one big difference between the U.S. and Russia or a lot of NATO countries in Russia, we always do our best to recover the fallen. So this is from Germany. Germans are going. I think more Germans have sent me patches than maybe anybody else, and it's weird because, you know, for an army that's so small, you guys sure have a heck of a lot of people who send me stuff like. So it's probably because the German army, you know, it was. Oh, is this a Forget? Schutzerfeisen. That's what this is. I feel bad because I don't know if I can actually put this up. I didn't earn it. So this is a German, like an expert mark. This is a German expert marksman badge. That's kind of cool. Ryan, I am giving you my German Armed Forces badge for marksmanship. Dude, Eric. Man, so he gave me his badge. You can tell because it's, so they wear this over, you know, like it goes onto your little epaulet. Dude, you didn't need to give me your badge. But like, in order to get this badge, I think it's called the Schutzerfeisen. I might be pronouncing that wrong. You need to, I think, qualify expert on 3 different German weapon systems. Wow, Eric, thank you. This is, I'm speechless with this. Wow. I'm going to find a good place for this. I can't believe you gave me the one off your uniform. That's, it's really cool of you to do. And for you to, like, yeah, I never got that badge. Like, I never got any cool foreign awards. But I'll tell you something. Like, if you're in the American military, you know what that means. You know, when someone has one of these badges, it's not an easy thing to get. All right, so this is from. I don't know where this is from. This one's from. This might be from England. Oh, New Zealand. I got one New Zealand. I have an Australian patch. I have an Australian flag. I have a flag from Denmark and a patch from Denmark. I just got to put it up. Like, I can't make too many YouTube videos all at once because then, you know, then nobody will see them because YouTube will rank them lower in the algorithm. All right. We got to eat a box cutter on this one. So, wow. I'm still amazed at that. That's, you know, I'm going to put this in a very special place. All right. Greetings from New Zealand. I served as a regular soldier 29 years, retiring as a warrant officer, class 2. New Zealand is kind of weird because, like, their senior NCOs, their senior sergeants are kind of considered warrant officers. I ventured into the commercial sector. Your analysis deeply resonated with me. Over my OCD, probably there's your New Zealand flag in the background. So, all right. So, general collection of New Zealand patches. I'll have to put these up. For the logistics, Armor Corps. All right, cool. Thank you, Rob. Thank you, Rob. If I have to keep these together, if I open these up right now, they're all gonna fall apart. And I don't want them all over the floor. So, I'm gonna put this one away. I'll dig these out later. All right, next item. This is from Texas. All right. Take a look. So, someone just asked me if I ever had any pets. I had a dog when I was younger. Oh, look at that, Coast Guard. U.S. Coast Guard at Galveston. The patches keep getting bigger and bigger. So, All right, this is be great if this were a check. I I have to go to Australia in about 2 months, in like late July, I think. I have to go to Australia, and I'm presenting at a conference there. And one of the that trip, it's going to cost me about $10,000. $10,000 to speak for 20 minutes at a conference, but I get my name on a research paper, and people might actually learn from what I'm talking about. It's the 2024 emergency. I'm going here. The 2024 Disaster and Emergency Management Conference in the Gold Coast, Australia, where I'm going to be presenting there. Me and a partner, a woman named Ilyana. So this, where's the darn thing? I wanted to show you the key. I had to send a picture. No, to send a picture as one of the speakers. But let me go to the program. Presenters. So this woman is from, the woman I'm presenting with is from the Ministry of Defense, or the Department of Defense of Australia. I try going over here. Weirdly, I should have brought everything up first. All right, yeah. Could I get, like, it's kind of weird. People have hyphenated last names. I'm like, what the heck was her name again? So, yeah, Ilyana Pender Rose. So she is this works in the Ministry of Defense, and like we linked up. And we wrote a paper. Ilyana and I wrote a paper about how Australia is at risk of being exploited by Chinese cyber attacks and information warfare attacks in the event of a natural disaster. So like a wildfire, a flood, and there were wildfires I think 2 years ago in Australia. It was a big problem. Well, this particular conference is about how to respond to natural disasters, and Ilyana and I are doing a speech about how we can fight disinformation during a natural disaster, because there might be some like online trolls who are like, oh, the actual location of aid is over here, or China might send out fake messages to people telling them to go south into the fire instead of north into safety, right? And they'll do that just to cause chaos. So, yeah, that's the thing I'm presenting on in Australia. And this handwriting is really small. This is from Garrett from Houston, Texas. Please find the enclosed unit patch and coin. Figured you could use some Coast Guard representation. I joined the Coast Guard for the Navy. I failed to comprehend how vast the mission is for puddle pirates. Semper Paratus, which is the motto of the Coast Guard. That's really cool. Thank you, dude. I've never, so the Coast Guard is probably one of America's smallest branches. I don't know if the Space Force is bigger than the Coast Guard, but it's pretty darn small. And they have the Coast Guard has an incredible mission. Like I've often said, if I was infantry for 20 years, and I a lot of it was someone asked me what cigar am I smoking. This is from Mr. Cigar in Miami. This is this is a Lancero. I like these when I like do a live stream or do a video because I can talk with it in my mouth because they're a lot thinner, 32 ring gauge. So thinking, Coast Guard is a really important job. Originally, the Coast Guard, I think it was the Coast Guard ships, like during Alexander Hamilton was one of the people that founded the Coast Guard. Initially, they called them revenue cutters because the whole idea behind these Coast Guard ships was to patrol waters and make sure there wasn't any smuggling and make sure you're paying your excise tax or your importing taxes to America. So that's kind of how the Coast Guard started. And then after September of 2001, Coast Guard was put under the Department of Homeland Security. So the Coast Guard is kind of a military organization, kind of not, but really they are. But for the longest time, they were under the Department of the Treasury, I think. And now they're under the Department of Homeland Security. But in time of war, they will hunt submarines or whatever. So, look, I was 11 series anti-tank guy, and I never once fired an anti-tank weapon at an enemy tank, like a real live, honest-to-God enemy tank. Plenty of times on the range, never once at an enemy tank. So I've often said, if you want to do your job every single day, like actually do your job, join the Coast Guard. Join the Coast Guard because I guarantee you, you are going to be doing your job every single day. All right, let's see here. Is this Taiwan? Harry Church, Taiwan! Wow! Woo! Okay, China. What'd you send me? Oh, that is awesome. Look at that. Scramble with a cat hitting Winnie the Pooh in the face. Taiwanese, I assume we are open 24/7. Woo! That is nice. I assume this is a Taiwanese flag, although I have to I have to buy my own flags because when I first started doing this, putting up the patches and stuff, Turkey sent me like a bigger flag than the normal size. And then Germany sent me a really big flag, and I'm like, I can't do this because it's going to get out of control. Everyone gets the same size flag except the U.S. and Maryland, and that's kind of obvious, right? Like why the U.S. has to have its own flag. Oh, that is awesome, man. So this is the patch in action right there. You can see that Air Force pilot wearing the patch. I noticed the patches from around the world. I sent you an arm patch used by Taiwanese Air Force pilots. Yes, I will put that up. That is awesome. So this says that the PRC Air Force has continuously entered Taiwan's air defense identification zone and harassed our airspace, reaching as many as 1,700 times since 2020 in 2023. Jesus, 1,700 times? That's like multiple times a day, dude. Our fighter jets often need to intercept them, putting great pressure on pilots and logistics. Yeah, but you're also farming XP, right? You're also farming XP. That is awesome. That is a great. This is what it's all about, man. I love soldiers. That was neat. That was neat. 100%. All right. Yeah, that's definitely gonna find. I'm gonna find a place for this and piss off the PRC. All right. This is, I don't know where this is from. It says La Poste. So this is from Canada or maybe France. I don't have anything from France. All right, I'm gonna stay up. La Poste. Ah, yeah, France. Oh my God. This guy like wrote in all cursive. I can't. I don't know if I can read any of this. This is like Lord of the Rings, like some Lord of the Rings scroll. Thank you, or merci. Sorry for my very poor handwriting. Well, merci Fabian. Here's my email if you want to. Merci Fabian. I appreciate that. I can't really read this writing. I want to thank you for your YouTube, that letter, and a couple of patches from my time in the Army. I'm gonna have to go over this at a later time because I can't read the writing that well. But merci Fabian. I appreciate the patches. I'm gonna have to find a space for France. I'm like running out of space here, and I can't give my door over to another country. That was a promise I made to Sweden. All right, this is from I don't know, by Airmail par Avon. This might be from France too. Oh, okay. Oh, this is British. So this, Jesus, this is like, it's like someone's passing me notes in class. Oh man, this is from T-Land to Mr. Whiskey Tango. You have to keep on being the cool guy. All right, another thing to note, I'm almost 50, so hi mate, I can't, like, it's like I have bifocals, I have progressive lenses. Hi mate, my name is Lenny, love your vids, bravo, the patch is really good. I'm currently a Jack in the Army Cadet Force. Which is doing some great training. Awesome. Here's the MTP patch for the guards. It's the oldest regiment in the British Army, and it kicked Napoleon's butt at Waterloo. Natala Secondas is their motto. The black patch is SAS. I hope this finds you well, mate. I hope everyone. All right, cool. I can't read everything. It sucks getting old, but that's really neat. So I want to find this oldest unit. But maybe that's it. This is SAS. I know that's SAS. This might be the oldest unit. You know, when you look at the American military, there's some units that go back like, back to the French and Indian Wars, and some National Guard units, and the National Guard is kind of like a reserve force, but also like it's a state, it's a force that used to be the state militias, and then I think it was in like right before World War I. Like the Army said, like, okay, the state militias can't do their own thing anymore because you got this unit with this kind of weapon and this unit with this kind of weapon. That's not, if we ever have to fight a war like World War I, we all have to have the same weapons and equipment and uniforms and all that. So the government passed a law, and I think it was called the Militia Act, and all of the militia units kind of became the National Guard and kind of a reserve force. So you serve part-time, 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. But you can be called up for state missions, like if there's a big snowstorm, or like you have to do riot control or something. So some of these National Guard units are like old. They're old. They go back to like the French and Indian Wars. Like they can trace their lineage back to militia units that were at like Concord Bridge. The British are coming, kind of thing. Like I think my units are old. Some of these British units are old. Some of the Swedish units back there, like one of them goes back to like 1567 or something like that. That's old. That's old. So, thank you, mate, for the British patches. What else we got here? Well, this is, I don't know where this is from. Minnesota? Minneapolis? Minnesota? All right. Give this a shot. Yeah, I once heard that, like, at some university in England, there was this professor, dean. I mean, maybe this is apocryphal, right? There was this professor or dean who was asked, like, how come you guys don't have an American history section? And the guy responded, because America doesn't have any history. Like, I think compared to Europe, or compared to China, shoot, China goes back like 5,000 years, right? So compared to Europe or China, I guess America doesn't have any history. All right, so I got a box, didn't explode, that's good. Head of the game here. So I really enjoy YouTube videos and political analysis. I don't do political analysis. That's Peter Zion. Wrong guy. Your knowledge matters. When I ran across this product, I thought the dark humor would amuse you. Slava Ukraini. Oh, all right. So this is original piece of a Russian tank. T-72. Original piece of a Russian tank recycled in Ukraine. What's kind of funny is that I have to make this video today about about this dude. I'm going to show this to you right now. So, this guy, oh God, YouTube. It's like Inception. This guy, real reporter.
And behind me is something you might not expect to
see. This guy here, a bunch of people asked me, hey, is this video real? Is it propaganda? Is it this? Is it that? And this is from this channel called Real Reporter. And I want to show you what this screaming idiot does. He takes his hand and he puts it on the tank. Listen to me. Never, ever, ever touch a burned out tank or a destroyed tank unless you have to effect a rescue. Never do that unless you have to rescue somebody. Because, especially if the tank's burning, I mean, you could be breathing in all sorts of chemicals. You could be breathing in depleted uranium. Just some of the toxic chemicals, just touching a vehicle that's been destroyed, it's not going to work out well for you. So don't ever, if you didn't put it there, don't touch it. And the only reason you should ever go into a tank that's been hit is if you have to perform a rescue. In a case like that, all bets are off. But for the most part, so it is kind of weird seeing this, because someone had to touch that tank, right? Someone had to touch that tank. But thank you for the gift. Thank you for the gift, Rob. I appreciate that. That's probably going to go up on my coin rack. It is morbid. It is morbid, but you know what? The Ukrainians need money. And if they can raise money by selling parts from burned out vehicles, You know, why not? All right. So here's what I got left here. Let's hit this one. Then I got to clean up all the styrofoam peanuts. Bulgaria. I only got. Bulgaria sent me one patch. I don't know how to do this. One patch, like it's up there. There's Bulgaria. All right, Bulgaria. Thought that was the weirdest thing. Bulgaria sent me a flag but no patch. This is from Apostle. Oh, this is nice. All right, so these must be jump wings. Yes, Bulgarian jump wings. Bulgarian jump wings. These are two patches from the Bulgarian Army's Parachute Regiment. The oblong one is the 68th Regiment. It says Special Forces in Bulgaria. And the second one is the Airborne Jump Wings. When I have the opportunity, I'll try to source some more for you. Thank you for what you're doing, Apostle. I don't remember how to say thank you in Bulgarian, but Apostle, thank you. This is good. It took the Bulgarians long enough, but they eventually got on board. Okay, I'm sure there's some jokes in there somewhere, but I served with the Bulgarians in Iraq. They were professional. All right, I got one more here. This is from, I don't know where it's from. UK? It's from UK. All right, give us a shot. Alright, here's a letter. Dropped it. Ah! So, 2 patches from the UK. I saw that you have a Norwegian flag, but not the right patches. Oh, no, it's from, okay, so this is a Reindeer Brigade. This is from Norway. Yeah, there's a Norwegian flag. Okay. Northern Branch Brigade, Nord. Lightning and Sword, Signals Battalion. Greetings from Stein Arn Heidberg. So, Lightning and Sword. So this is a Signal Battalion. It goes pretty hard for a Signal Battalion flag. And this is the Northern Brigade. Thank you. I have no idea who sent this, but thank you. I'll definitely, that's going up. I'm running out of space. Gonna have to figure out what to do about that. Oh, again, this must be Norway. Cause look, I got another reindeer patch. I got a reindeer and an axe. So, hang on. My name is Bjorner. Jorner. Maybe it's Jorner. B-J-O-R-N-E-R. Jorner. I said I was a Norway Army conscript. I did 15 months as a combat engineer. First company, 3rd Platoon, Engineering Battalion. We utilized CV-90, IVF, IFE. And my role is the cannon man, which means I shot the Carl Gustav. It's kind of similar to what I did. Currently training for the Telemark Battalion, Mech Infantry Unit. So, all right, Northern Brigade patch and Engineering Battalion patch. All right. That goes pretty hard. That Engineering Battalion patch is very Viking, right? You know, like I'm going to split your skull open with an axe, or maybe I'll split a log open, right? That's pretty cool. All right, thank you, Jorn. I think that's how it's pronounced, Jorn. Nice. All right. I think I have more to go here. So, this just says International Post. Tawalapa? Someone from Brazil said they were going to send me some stuff. I actually trained with the Brazilian army at one point. And they were a cool bunch of guys. So this is, someone said this is an Australian flag. Got a flag already. I keep looking for that New Zealand flag. I thought we would send you an Australian flag. Fair enough. I have an Australian flag right over there ready to go, but this is from Graham. Well, it's the right size, so that'll work. I gotta get the Australian patches up. The problem is doing the videos. You know, like I can maybe do 1 or 2 shorts a day, but if I put out too much of the same content, then you know stuff gets doesn't perform as well on YouTube. So what else we got here? This is from Wisconsin. Waiting for the white powder. Nothing. Okay. All right, funny. All right, that's kind of funny. Junk mail. We got this. We're in the USA, Lexington, Kentucky. I bet there's an 82nd guy. Oh, all right. So it's another. Someone else sent me another Taiwan patch. All right, that's actually kind of good because now I can put one over here. So when I do my front-facing videos, I'm a big fan of your YouTube video. I'm a physician, and so this is from Christopher, who I guess he's from. I guess he's originally from Taiwan. So one of the things he studies is burn pit illness. So he's Taiwanese American. I saw this article on Task and Purpose. I thought I would send you one of these patches. So I got 2 of them now. I'm going to put one front facing. That should really piss off China. Let me see if there's an email address in here. There is no email address in here. Well, thank you, Christopher. If you're a physician, I doubt you're watching because you're probably pretty busy. But thank you. I gotta throw that up there. All right, this one. Oh, this looks like a payment. I think I've already gotten a check from someone. Or this might be my tax refund from state of Maryland. Yeah. Yeah, all right. I gotta thank you, state of Maryland, for my $100. I pay so much in taxes. It's freaking crazy. All right. What's this one? This is from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Woo! Look at that. I don't know what that is. This is from Parker. Closes a patch from the North Macedonian Army. 1st Motorized Infantry Brigade, 2nd Battalion. North Macedonian Army, 1st Motorized Infantry Brigade, 2nd Battalion. I exchanged this patch for one of their soldiers training with them at Sabre Junction while serving in the 54th Brigade Engineer Battalion, 173rd. Yeah. I believe it's one of the first exercises North Macedonia participated in as a member of NATO. Oh, that's cool. Sending this to you for the outstanding work for combating misinformation. I believe by sending you this patch, it can help viewers grasp how many countries the United States partners with and all of our commitments. Great work. Respectfully, Parker. Thank you, Parker. It's not about it's not about America being having the strongest military. It's about using all of our it's about having allies, utilizing all of our allies and our allies' capability. when you got guys like when you got guys like Estonia, which is up there. When you got guys like Estonia who play a crucial role in NATO because Estonia probably has the best cyber unit on the planet. And that's because, like, back in, I guess about 5-6 years ago, Estonia, there was like a soldier, like a monument to a Russian forces in Estonia. And I think it was in a park, and they moved it. Let me just make sure. Let me, yeah, the soldier of Talon. So this dude here, this used to be this is a representative of a Russian soldier that helped free Estonia from the German military, and Estonia, they had this in like a park or something, and they decided to move it to a cemetery that had a bunch of Russian graves, where the Russian soldiers fell, and Russia was so pissed off that they conducted a cyber attack against Estonia. And after that, Estonia said, yeah, we're done. We're not doing this anymore. So Estonia, they basically developed probably the best counter cyber warfare team in NATO. So all of our allies are important. Everyone brings something to the table. Even New Zealand, up there, even New Zealand brings something to the table with their military. I serve with their military. It's a very professional military. Australia has good special forces. England, or the UK has a very good military. The Poles want to like double the size of their military. Like, everybody brings something to the NATO alliance. Everyone's important. And yeah, maybe throwing a few flags up there kind of shows the capabilities of our allies. I'm happy to do that. So this is from New Jersey. It's a police department, I think. Now this is from Gregory. I love your YouTube channel. I was a Department of the Boat People guy in the Navy. Proud member of the inshore, of all places, did waterborne rescue. Love to have my patch as the mayor of, so this is the Bernardsville police patch. Gregory Skinner. All right. Bernardsville. All right. Well, Gregory, I'm going to put this up. All right. I think that's it. That's a lot. I think I might be kind of at the end of my rope here with patches. Boy, I got a lot of work to do putting all this stuff up. Let's take a look at the chat window here. Are there any actionable items? Someone said, Ryan, what's up with the Irish flag in your logo? I am Irish. I'm actually, someone said that in the chat. What's up with your Irish flag? I'm Irish. Technically from Northern Ireland, but if I put up that little Ulster hand thing, that nobody would understand this. And plus it's not really the flag of Northern Ireland anymore anyway. It'd be the UK flag. But I did the so if I throw up an Irish flag like in America, everybody knows that, what that is, right? I guess I'm fairly proud, even though technically I'm from Northern Ireland. What else I have here? Do I have anything from Israel? I don't have anything from Israel. I think they're too busy fighting. Would you work contracts for Irish intelligence if they asked you? I would have to go through my boss at Velocity, but I wouldn't say no. Do you want any specific Swedish patches for your board? I think if you want to send something, I got plenty of space. Someone said, Ryan, why does Bradley have to stop for using tow? Okay. Why does the Bradley have to stop we're using the tow? Well, first of all, if it's the wire-guided version, the wire could break. Second, the missile needs to know where it is in space. So you have to stop the vehicle because, first of all, the gyros, before you fire, you have to stop because when you push the safety, you pull the trigger, you'll actually hear the thing spin up. Boom, right? And those are the stabilization gyros spinning up. So you need to be perfectly still to do that. You're not even supposed to kind of move in the gun truck, right? And in order to understand where the missile is going, the missile has to have a point of reference of hey, okay, I started here. So that way the software can figure out where the missile is, tracking the IR flare in the back of the missile. So that's kind of why you have to be stationary, because it's really not going to know where it is if you keep moving. And if it's using a wire-guided missile, the wire can break. Did I ever shoot a Carl Gustav or an AT-4? Yes, I shot an AT-4. No, a Carl Gustav. Carl Gustav is more like a specialty weapon. It's more like like the Rangers carry the Carl Gustav, the Marines carry a Carl Gustav. Regular Army doesn't tend to carry Carl Gustav. And that's it. Ryan, why does Daddy not love me anymore? Because your new mommy's way hotter than your old mommy. That's usually the reason. I think that's it. Hey, let me throw this back over to the whiteboard and let's see if my video has been remonetized yet. All right, so that art video is going. That's good. No, still limited ads, still under review. So this is what kind of sucks about doing YouTube. People say that oh, you're only doing this because you want the money. Well, if I release a video that has limited ads, YouTube will they won't show the video. And you can actually see it. Sometimes something goes up and then it gets reported or anything like that. And the particular video, it doesn't do as well. You can actually see a drop off. You'll actually see the video go like that, straight down. And that is not a good outcome, right? Because then number one, nobody sees it. And number two, I need to pay my mortgage. This is literally my job. I have a video coming out on Friday where I talk about the 11 things that creators do wrong, 11 mistakes creators make. And one of the mistakes that I made was I didn't really monetize a lot of my content when I was first doing this, because I was working for Accenture as a software engineer. So, working for Accenture as a software engineer, I was like, all right, well, I'm making, making a six-figure salary as a cleared software engineer. So this money from YouTube is just extra. I just like teaching. I like people to learn how stuff works. And so then when I decided to quit my job and just do YouTube full time, and also I did some consulting with Velocity. I decided to quit my job. I had a couple of scary months where I'm like, crap. I don't know how I'm going to pay my rent this month. Now, I had savings. I mean, I was a software engineer for 10 years. I had a little bit of money saved up. I had some stock. But dipping into your savings to pay your rent, that's scary. So I have to make money somehow. I mean, the TV news sells ads, right? They sell commercials. The newspaper you pick up, I don't know if there's any more newspapers, but they sell ads in the newspaper. Go onto a website, they have banner ads and stuff like that. You have to make money somehow. You have to live. One funny thing, because I talked with Danny Jones about this when I went on the Danny Jones podcast. YouTubers are famous but not rich. Like, you know, and you know, I don't know if you guys, if you watch me, you know, it's not like I'm running around going to like, you don't see me like traveling to Miami and sitting at the beach for a week, you know, or driving around in a Ferrari. Like that's like I'm broke as all hell. I'm not broke. I get by, right? But to buy this house, I used a VA loan, and with the Veterans Administration, you don't have to put any money down. But so someone from Fort Novacell just said, tip, don't ask people to hear about the name change or expect good food from restaurants. Yeah, I'm going down to Fort Novacell in a couple of weeks. I think the 20th. I need to hear back from these guys. But I'm going down to Fort Novacell to do a video about the Army's flight school. So what's my favorite pit beef in Maryland? Here's one. Kelly, I've never had pit beef. Someone said, Kelly H said, I would buy a shirt, but nobody ever makes 5X tall. Kelly H, listen to me. If you email Bunker Branding, they'll do a one-off just for you. It might not be in the color, you know, it might be a different color, but email Bunker Branding and say, I want to buy a Ryan Macbeth t-shirt, but I'm a 3X tall. Can you make something special for me? They'll work with you on that, because this has happened to me before. Anything else here? Sure. Is there an analog of the javelins on IDF? Is there an analog of javelin on IDF instead of toes? There are some kits, like on some of the strikers. I'm almost done the cigar. So some of the strikers, so all right, that didn't work. So some of the strikers have kits where they'll put the javelin on the crow's system. So like that, they'll actually attach the javelin to the crows. The crow is crew remote weapon system, CR, crew remote something system. But yeah, they'll attach the javelin to the crows. And yeah, you can fire the javelin right from the crow's system. So they do have that technology. And actually, the TOW missile is on its way out. I think by 2030 they're going to phase it out. Well, the Marine Corps right now they're getting rid of it, but the Army is set to replace the TOW soon. I mean, look, it was fielded in 1970. You know, it has some long range, but technology has improved. And all right, yeah. So the Close Combat Missile System Heavy, or CCMSH, it's going to retain most of the TOW's capabilities, but go out to 10,000 meters. And actually, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to replace the TOW with some kind of loitering munition. You know, one of the advantages of the TOW is that it's cheap. It's wire guided. It can't be jammed. But technology has the TOW has improved in technology, but there's other technologies available today. So something like the TOW, that's it's been around for almost 50 years. It could probably be replaced with something else, and it would be kind of neat to have a loitering munition that you could fire vertically. You know, so instead of having to load the TOW on a launcher, just have some in a rack that can fire vertically and go out like a loitering munition. That would be kind of cool and save some space, and you're not getting out of your vehicle to reload the TOW. Someone else wrote me a chat here. I have so many windows open. I don't even know what. Let's call it ties us to muscle. What's your opinion on the Ukraine-Russian war, and what do you think sending more equipment will actually help them? I'll help them because it's a lot. It's going to be a lot harder to destroy. Going to be a lot harder to gather forces if Russia is losing vehicles to attack him or to Ukrainian strikes. So one of the big issues with Russia is that Russia is slowly putting pressure on Ukraine. And for a while, Ukraine was limited in ammunition because we did not send enough aid. And that allowed Russia to form units and push those units against Ukrainian lines. We have a lot of ISR, a lot of intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance assets, and Ukraine does as well. So it's very difficult to gather anything more than a company to perform an attack. But the issue is that at the time, during the summer, or during the winter, during the fall, during the winter, when we were having all these arguments in Congress, Russia was able to form larger units, and Ukraine could see it, but they couldn't do anything about it because they just didn't have the artillery to take care of it. Well, now with this additional aid, it's going to be really hard for Russia to actually put enough troops in one place to exploit an attack. And I'll tell you something that let's see here. I'll tell you something that's kind of scary. And my old boss, my old boss talked to me about this. He was concerned that. I need to turn off the chat. How do I turn off the chat in this? Let me delete this. Hopefully this won't delete like everything. All right. There's chat window. There's no chat. Okay. So one of the things my old boss is afraid of is that Russia's going to perform an amphibious landing here. And then they're going to push through. And I don't see it. They're essentially they're going to push through and push through and push through and push through all the way to Odessa. And link up with Transnistria. Right here. And I mean, maybe. But when Macron was saying like, hey, it's not off the table to put troops in Ukraine, he's referring to putting troops like right around here, right around this area here, because crossing a river is hard, and that'll take some of the pressure off of Ukraine. But I don't see the Russians doing that because river crossings are hard, and you've got like 10 rivers you got to cross. And meanwhile, like now with the artillery aid, we're going to be doing a lot of. They're going to be able to hit some of those fording sites, some of those bridging sites. I think that's pretty much it. I need to put some of this stuff away. I need to clean up all these styrofoam peanuts. And hey, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate everyone who sent me patches. Thank you guys. And I gotta get to work now. I gotta do my actual job. So, have a good day, everyone. Thank you.